What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking on the Suicune EX Expert Solo Guide. So the first deck I'm going to show you right here on screen is the 1-2-3 Diamond deck. So obviously we're going to be using Lightning for type advantage. Main things to know are you kind of use Magnezone to build up in the back, to build up that energy. It's a really good card. Used to be meta, not meta anymore, but overall really good card to use. With this battle, the opponent usually starts with baby Pokemon. So, you know, off the start, they're probably going to have energy, and they usually have the energy advantage. But with the type advantage, it's not too big of a deal. Obviously, we don't have type advantage against baby Pokemon, but you don't really need it because they're one hit anyways. I'm going to throw some other Pokemon on the screen as we go to kind of talk about other decks that you could possibly make. Obviously, to start off, if you have any like EX cards that are Lightning, they are really good, and you can make a deck that kind of focuses around building that up. For example, if you have one of the Pikachus, or if you have Raichu and you want to use that, those are good. Anything that builds up, that you can build up and kind of hit hard, is good. The Tapu Koko EX, I think it is, with I think it's 3 for 90 and 1 for 20. That's pretty good in this. For non-EX cards, if you know, the EX cards are mainly for if you're having trouble beating this, considering the main issue is, the main thing with this is it's only 1-2-3 Diamond, and that's a challenge. So obviously if you want to add an EX card, you can, but the issue then becomes you don't complete that challenge, you just beat the mission. And like I've said before, I know some people, that's all they really care about, considering you don't need to 100% this to get to the next battle. You just need to beat it once. So if that's your goal, definitely use EX Pokemon. If not, a Luxray deck works. Recently I showed a Ampharos deck that I think was pretty good, pretty consistent overall, especially if you have Will. I still have not pulled Will, so I'm working on that, but it's still a good deck either way. Other cards that are good, Zorora I think is really good, especially just, you know, you can do that in an Ampharos deck, because the Zorora kind of builds up energy off the first turn, which is really great. Probably put my extra energy on Oricorio here. Yeah, Luxray is good. It really depends on what packs you've pulled on before, but as you can see here, kind of just running through this, we do have a good bit of bench Pokemon, so the Suicune can hit hard. If you want to, you don't have to fill up the bench, but when Suicune comes out, you can also just put Oricorio up front, and then he can't hit you because it's a EX and can't take damage from that. But I'm gonna just keep my Magnezone here because I'm not too worried about the no points thing, considering they already got a point. So just chilling here. If I Sabrina, he's probably just gonna put in Suicune, but if he doesn't, I win. So yep, that's always why we try that. You never know what the AI is gonna do sometimes, so it's good to always just play around it as if they're gonna make a dumb mistake, because they usually do. So that is the first deck. Now I'm going to go into the fire only deck. So this is our fire type only deck. Obviously, if you have Incineroar EX, use that. You can see that I do not have any EXs in this, just because I know not everyone has EX Pokemon, and obviously they're rarer. So trying to show you that with other cards, it is possible to still win these challenges pretty often and easily. So you do want to be careful about setting up your bench too much. If you don't start with Magby, I usually don't put it down unless I'm trying to just stall, because obviously I can just give the Magby up for 1 point. Gonna Mars me, that really sucks. Please still give me a rare candy. Okay, I do get Professor's Oak. Yeah, so your main thing is you just want to evolve here. If you want to sub out Cyrus for Will, that is also very good, considering you coin flip for the Dark Lariat here. Still no thing, and I think I survive a hit. Yeah, I survive a hit. I might do this to kind of stall one extra turn, because you never know when you're gonna get the rare candy, so this is kind of just playing it safe. But to do this one easier, I would definitely recommend just using any fire Pokemon you have that's in EX. So Charizard, you know, the Incineroar EX. Let's hope I pull it here. Really, any fire type EX would be better. You could do Magby to set it up, or you could do like a Moltres Charizard deck. Really depends on what you have. My biggest thing is just playing to what you have. I'll do this now so I can get my Incineroar ready. There that is. So now I just need my rare candy. I will attack. He probably has Irida, so it's kind of could be pointless to attack, but whatever. I would say this one isn't too hard to beat just by itself. Obviously, like I said in the last one, if you have any electric Pokemon, EXs can pretty much clear this. Competitively, Suicune is pretty good. I've run the horrendously annoying Suicune Greninja deck. Oh, that does suck. Because it is very good competitively. I do love the ability that you're able to draw an extra card at the end of the turn. But he used Irida here, kind of just going to wait to see if I'm able to evolve next turn, stay in the game here. All right, if I don't pull a rare candy here, it's not looking great. A cape would let me survive a hit, but that's even better. I can't hit because it does need 3, but I do have a lot of health and I have a Lily in hand. So next turn, should be able to dish out some decent damage. If I hit a coin flip, my luck is pretty bad in this game, so we will see. But if I had a will, which I still have 0 of, I would be able to kind of guarantee something. But see what we can do here. So 80 does take off a big chunk. I'm gonna have to Lily here, which is fine. Gonna Lily up. Most likely not gonna kill here. I need 2 coin flips. So yeah, not gonna kill, but in a decent position. Would be nice if I could somehow pull that Suicune to the front and kill that first. I'm more afraid of that than I am the Milotic. Don't really see the ability. You know, when I first reviewed the pack, I thought the Milotic ability would be a little better, but it really doesn't seem to be doing that well. So we're gonna hit here, see what we hit. Hopefully at least 1. Go for that. Let's see how much this does to me. We'll see if he has a Pokemon in hand. If not, I think I survive to like put on the bench. 40, 60. Yeah, I'll survive as long as he doesn't have another Pokemon to put down. He does not, so one more chance to kind of hit big here. We'll see what happens. Put energy on that. Why not? Come on, 2 heads. 1, 2. That's the savior right there. That would have been really bad if not. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And other than that, please subscribe and have a great rest of your day.